Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video, now I have started a new chapter. New chapter name is Anatomy of Flowering Plants. New chapter name is Anatomy of Flowering Plants. Now in this Anatomy of Flowering Plants, so what is the information we will study now? Definitely we will study about the anatomy. Anatomy is nothing but which one? Internal, study of internal parts of the plant. So anatomy is nothing but study of internal parts of the plant. Okay, so that particular internal structures study also where we are observing only in flowering plants. Just we are studying in flowering plants. Okay, right. Now let us see introduction. The plant body. Okay, plant body of vascular plants is a multicellular complex structures with parts like root, stem and leaves. What is the point? Suppose if you take one particular plant body, so there also that particular plant body with vascular bundles, their vascular bundles must be there. When vascular bundles we are observing, no, so that particular plant body we can be taken as a developed one. So that's why here, now one more time you see their statement, the plant body of vascular plants. If these vascular bundles are there means, so suppose if the plant body is matured or it advanced, at the time in that particular plant we can observe the vascular plants. So these vascular plants body is a multicellular, not only one cell or not is unicellular, it is multicellular complex structures. So multicellular complex structures with parts like, means here more number of cells are there, and with the parts like, what are the parts we can see? Root we can see, stem we can see and leaves we can see. So these are all different types of parts. Parts of which one? Plant body of vascular plants. Vascular plants means presence of vascular bundles. I think so whether you know very well or not, vascular bundles are nothing but the combinations of both xylem and phloem together. So suppose if the vascular bundles are there means, so definitely those kind of plants are multicellular and with the parts like root, stem and leaf. Next one, these different organs have common origin. So all these means here you see there are different type of organs are there. So all these are all, sorry, you see the roots are there, stems are there, leaves are there. Likewise there are different types of parts are there. No, all these parts from where, sir? These are all originated means. So once you see there answer, here I have kept in brackets, that is zygote, means one particular point I would like to highlight, that is all living organisms. Which one? All living organisms which are present on the globe or which are present on the earth are started with a single celled diploid zygote. Means our life cycle, even plants life cycle, even animals life cycle, even any kind of animal, whatever it is you take present on the earth, So definitely developed or started to develop from the single celled diploid zygote. Don't forget, very important. Next one, a vascular plant starts its existence as a zygote. Already I told you this particular thing. So which develops into embryo, means after fertilization. After fertilization, zygote develops into embryo, eventually matures or mature as sporophyte due to cell division, cell enlargement and cell differentiation and ultimately morphogenesis. Easily now I'll explain. First one you see there, after fertilization, which one during the process of fertilization, what is happening now? Male gamete will go and fuse with the egg cell. So male gamete will go and fuse with the egg cell and results in the formation of diploid zygote. Diploid means 2n condition. So inge pakkathali we can put 2n condition, means here two number of or two sets of chromosomes are present. So this particular diploid zygote, how it develops? It develops as embryo. It develops as embryo and eventually it develops into or it matures into sporophyte, means zygote is there, that is zygote is develops into embryo and later this particular embryo finally develops into sporophyte. Now here what is the point I would like to highlight, means zygote diploid state, embryo diploid state and even sporophyte also diploid state. Why? Because here we are observing in a zygote now we are observing diploid state now, and in embryo also diploid state we will observe, as well as in sporophyte also diploid condition we will observe. So next one here, zygote develops into embryo is develops or eventually matures into sporophyte. How, sir, this kind of information or this kind of like maturation means? So once you see that due to the cell division, means for the conversion of zygote to sporophyte, how it will be known? Due to the what? First one, cell division. So there mitotic cell division, due to the mitotic cell division, due to the cell enlargement. Suppose a chinna cell is a very small one, that one, suppose if a size is increased, means normal size of the cell is increased, means that particular phenomenon we can be taken as a cell enlargement. Next one, cell differentiation. Cell differentiation means normal cell is there, morphologically as well as functionally that will be changed, its modifications. In furtherly I will explain very clearly, but just a word matter you try to remember. Which one? For the conversion of a zygote to embryo to sporophyte, so there are different types of modifications are there. Starts with cell division, cell enlargement, cell differentiation and finally morphogenesis. Morphogenesis means first of all cells are there, now all these cells are converted into tissues are converted into organs, and organs are definitely develops into organ systems, later organ systems to organism formation. Likewise ultimately, so what we can see there, morphogenesis means here definitely, so different type of structures formation or the development we will observe. So that is up to morphogenesis. Next one here some important points to be discussed there. In lower plants, lower plants means algal members and algal members. Next one algae, next one up to bryophytes we can be taken. Okay, so in lower plants, so division of labor is not defined as, means here in lower plants division of labor is not defined. Okay, as a result all the cells perform the similar functions. Once you see that, means in lower plants no, chlorophyce, phaeophyce, rhodophyce member, and means thalloid plants. Thalloid plant means there the plant body which is not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Okay, ma. So there in lower plants no, division of labor is not defined. When a division of labor is not defined, no, as a result what is happening? As a result all the cells are performing the similar functions, means there is no any differentiation. Why? Because here all cells are performing one function, same function. So but here in a higher plants, means in angiosperms as well as gymnosperms, up to means from the pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, we can be taken as higher plants. In a higher plants, distinct cell division of labor, a distinct division of labor is seen. Means definitely in a higher plants, distinct division of labor we will observe, you will see for specific functions. Means there in a higher plants, each and every tissue has its own division of labor and having specific functions. So there what are the functions? Means like growth, development, differentiation and metabolism. Likewise there are different types of performing functions are there. So one more time you see there. So when these higher plants are having a distinct division of labor, so because of the having of a distinct division of labor, so the in a higher plants, per performing of each and every function, there are different or there are specific cells are there. Means for growth point of view one kind of cells, development point of view or some other kind of cells, differentiation point of view, metabolism point of view. Means for each and every specific function point of view there are particular concerned tissues are present. I hope you understood this point, right? Now let us see the information of tissue. Tissue is nothing but, I think so this particular information you may study in 8th standard or 9th standard or at least 10th standard, but whatever may be the standard, definitely I will give that particular information. So right, now let us see. Tissue is nothing but, a tissue is a group of morphologically similar or dissimilar. Morphologically it may be similar or that may dissimilar. The similar or dissimilar or mature or immature, living or dead, that have common origin and common function. So here you can underline this one. Means, so what are the cells are present together are the group of cells, a tissue of a group of morphologically similar or dissimilar or mature or immature or the living or dead cells. Means here a group of cells which are morphologically similar or dissimilar, mature or immature or living or dead, whatever may be that group of cells. Definitely suppose if the cells or the group of cells are having common origin, if the cells are having common origin and function, if the cells are having common origin and a function, that particular cells or that particular tissue we can be considered, that particular group of cells we can be considered as tissue. But there which one must be common? Origin as well as the function must be common. Right. Now such plant tissues are broadly classified. Which one such kind of plant tissues are broadly classified into two types. Two types. One is meristematic tissues, but here simply I have written as a meristem. Meristem also you can be taken meristem tissues, and one more is permanent tissues. Or meristematic tissues and one more is permanent tissues. Now here our convenience to study tissues are divided into two types. One is meristematic tissues and second one is permanent tissues. Now first one and now let us see meristematic tissue. So before start to giving of information regarding meristematic tissue, so let me revise this particular entire information. So what is the point we will know? Suppose if you take, so I will not show there, so this one likewise, just through my voice you can receive these points. So suppose if you take one particular plant body, vascular only, again developed plants only you take there multicellular structures are there. So there different types of parts are there, root, stem, leaf, likewise there are different types of parts are there. All these are all differentiated from the common origin or the developed from the common origin, nothing but zygote. Next one, the vascular plant starts its existence as a zygote which develops into embryo and eventually develops into sporophyte. There means for the development of one particular vascular plant, first of all its life cycle starts with the zygote, later it develops into embryo, finally it develops into sporophyte there. So what are the what are the characteristics or what are the functions we have seen, sir? There means cell division we seen, cell enlargement we seen, next one cell differentiation, and finally ultimately morphogenesis we seen. Next one, in lower plants, we will not be focusing on which one? Division of labor. So is not defined. That's why here, because the reason is all the cells are performing same function or similar functions. Next one, in higher plants, the distinct division, so they are very perfect, or the special distinct division of labor we will observe. So there that's why we are observing different functions. So there like growth, development, differentiation, and metabolism. Now tissue is nothing but tissue is a group of cells so that have common origin and function. Now same these tissues only we are, for our convenience to study, we have been divided into two types. What are those? One is meristem tissues and one more is permanent tissues. So first one is meristem tissues. Now let us see. So the term meristem was coined by Nageli. The term meristem was coined by Nageli. Nageli. Next one, meristem means, once you see there, meristematic tissue or the meristem is defined as the tissue in a matured plant body, the cells of which continuously divide to add new cells to the plant body. Means here the meristematic tissue is there or the meristem tissue is there. What this tissue will do? Definitely what are the cells are there in that particular meristematic tissue? All these cells are continuously divide. So when these cells are continuously divide, ipo one cell, two cell, 4 cells, 8 cells, all these cells are new cells only. All these new cells are added to the already previously a few cells will be there, old cells. All these new cells will go and add to the previously existed cells. Automatically what will be happen? Konju number of cells will be increased automatically, that increase the growth. So likewise, so main important point of this meristem, what is that? Definitely what are the cells are present in the meristem continuously divide to add new cells to the plant body. So thereby here next one, what is the information we can be seen? Next one here, what is the thing we can be seen means there the meristem is of embryonic origin and remains active throughout the grand period of the growth. If you take one particular meristem, the meristem of embryonic origin, suppose here, if the meristem is embryonic origin, and remains active throughout the grand period of the growth. Okay, suppose means here what is the point? So what is the meristem which is developed in the embryonic stages? That particular meristem divisional capacity. So divisional capacity definitely it maintains throughout its growth or throughout its life cycle. So that is a point also you try to take. Next one, characters. Characters of meristem point of view. So now what are the characters NEET examination point of view important. So here meristem term coined by Nageli also we have seen now. So that particular point also try to save in your mind. Right. Now characters, now let us see. Characters. Cells are all points. Try to remember now itself. So don't postpone this one for future. Right. Now characters of meristems. Cells are usually isodiametric and polygonal. Cells are usually isodiametric and polygonal. Cells are generally how it will be isodiametric and polygonal. Next one, they are usually smaller in size. So which one? So these particular meristematic cells will be very small in size. Next one, the cell wall is usually thin and has only primary cell wall besides the middle lamellum. Means here what is the thing? So here what are the cells are there in a diametric or in a polygonal shape, no? So all these cells are definitely having, small size. Next one, all these cells are having thin cell wall. Thin cell wall is there. Next one, the primary cell wall, beside where it will be present means the primary cell wall is present just beside to the middle lamellum. Middle lamellum is nothing but cell plate. So definitely, so what is a middle lamellum? I will explain. So while taking the class in cell cycle and cell division. One cell is there in plant cell point of view. That particular cell is, when that particular cell is going to be divided into two cells, no? Between the two cells one line will come, no? That particular line only we will be calling as a cell plate. That particular cell plate only later develops as a middle lamellum. Okay ma. This particular middle lamellum, just name try to remember while explanation of cell cycle and cell division. Super explanation I will give you. Right. Now the cell wall mainly made up of, cell wall is there now. Which one's meristem cell wall? That particular cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectin. Cellulose and pectin, don't forget important point. Meristematic cell walls is made up of cellulose and pectin. Later intercellular spaces are absent. So between the cells, intercellular spaces are absent. Next one, cells have a distinct nucleus. Romba persu nucleus very easily we can find out. Okay, cells have a distinct nucleus at the center. So next one, protoplasm, dense protoplasm, romba thick. Protoplasm is dense and cytoplasm shows poor vacuolation. Vacuoles, poor development of vacuoles will be very less. So in a cytoplasm, poor vacuolation we will observe. Next one, protoplast usually lack of plastids. Lack of plastids means chloroplast is there, no? Chloroplast and leucoplast and some kind of colorful plastids all are absent. Lack means absent. Okay. Next one, but here which one is present, sir? Means proplastids. Proplastids. So from here plastids definitely are coming from the proplastids. That's why proplastids are present in meristem. Next one, here ergostic substances are absent. Ergostic substances means toxic substances. Poisonous substances. So in ergostic substances means this kind of ergostic substances are absent in meristematic cells. Next one, endoplasmic reticulum is poorly developed, but mitochondria and lysosomes are more in number. Once you see there, so here what is the information? Endoplasmic reticulum development also very poor. Poorly developed endoplasmic reticulum is present, but mitochondria number as well as lysosomes number definitely how many will be there? More in a number. Romba adhikama irukku number. Don't forget Roy. This mitochondria number as well as lysosomes number will be more. Where? In meristematic cells. So now here what are the points we have discussed? So what are the points here we have been discussed? Means once you see there, cell wall's shape is isodiametric and polygonal. Next one, cell wall is a thin. Cell wall is a thin and has only primary cell wall. Next one, cell wall mainly made up of cellulose and pectin and intercellular spaces are absent. Intercellular spaces, intercellular, between the two cells. Between the two cells, which one is absent? Space. Next one, cells have distinct nucleus at the center. Okay, next one means here the nucleus, conspicuous nucleus means here the nucleus seems to be very clear nucleus is present. Likewise also here we can write. Next one, protoplasm is dense, very thick protoplasm is present. Next one, here the cytoplasm shows poor vacuolation. The development of vacuoles will be very poor. Okay, next one. Protoplast usually lacks plastids, but proplastids are present. Next one, waste materials are absent. Endoplasmic development, endoplasmic reticulum development also will be very poor, but mitochondrial number as well as lysosomes number will be more. Emma, next one, this characters, try to save in your mind clearly. Next one, classification of meristems point of view. So here the classification of meristems. The meristems are classified into various types. So what are the types? Various types are there. So various types are definitely these meristems we have been classified into different types. So what are those? No, based on the origin and based on the position. Based on the origin and based on the position. So here the based on the origin. So meristems we have been divided. So based on the origin. So meristems based on the origin. Once you see there, on the basis of origin, meristems are classified as primary meristem and secondary meristem. Primary meristem and secondary meristem. Primary meristem and secondary meristems. So only we have been differentiated the meristems only based on the origin. One is a primary meristem and the second one is secondary meristem. So primary meristem point of view. Primary meristem point of view, cells of this meristem originate directly from the embryonic stages. Emma means, don't forget one point. Suppose if the meristematic cells are developing from the embryonic cells, இப்போ முன்னாடி we see no zygote will be there, that zygote develops into embryo, that embryo develops into finally sporophyte. Likewise we see no, means so here these primary meristematic cells which are developed from the embryonic stages. Emma, so that is information only I read now. The primary meristem is nothing but the cells of this meristem originate directly from the embryonic cells and remain meristematic nature throughout the life cycle. Means here one point we learn now. Here once this point we learn. What is the point here we learn now? Suppose if any kind of meristematic cells which are developed in embryonic stages, definitely these meristematic cells division of labor will be there throughout its life cycle. Point you understood here. Means so until death of that particular plant, no, so all these meristematic cells definitely will be in or definitely maintain division of labor. Why? Because these meristematic cells are developed from embryonic stages. That's why. Next one, from the meristem, from the primary meristem, primary parts of the plant are produced. Suppose here primary meristem is there, no, this primary meristem definitely involves in the formation of primary parts of the plant. Means here suppose root venuma, stem venuma or leaf venuma, whatever it is. So here what are the parts of the plants are produced? Definitely all will be produced only from the primary meristem. So that particular point also try to save in your mind. Next one, the main primary meristems are both which one? Apical meristem and as well as intercalary meristem. So mainly, so primary meristems, our convenience to study, we can be divided into two types. Means where it will be there, no, one will be in apical portions. Next one, another one we will be taking as intercalary meristem. So now apical meristem as well as intercalary meristem, so both we will be taking under primary meristems. So both we will be taking under primary meristem. Next one is secondary meristem. Now this particular secondary meristem is not found in the embryonic stages. Don't forget one point. Primary meristem only is developed in embryonic stages, but this particular secondary meristem is there. No, this particular secondary meristem is not found in embryonic stages. In embryonic stages, one and only the meristem is present, that is primary meristem, whereas this secondary meristem is not present in embryonic stages, not found in embryonic stages of the plant body, but development will be there at later stages. Development of these secondary meristems we can be seen in later stages from the permanent tissues. Means here the permanent tissues, here meristems we have been divided, no, tissues we have been divided into two types, no, one is a meristematic tissue and one more is a permanent tissue. Here we have seen, no, means here this secondary meristems which are not developed at the embryonic stages, and these secondary meristems which are developing from the permanent tissues by dedifferentiation. by the process of de-differentiation or by the phenomenon of de-differentiation, secondary meristems are developed from the permanent tissues. Now here what are the examples we can be taken means, so here there are interfascicular cambium. Here I don't have a place to write down, but you listen. So that is interfascicular cambium and a cork cambium. Interfascicular cambium and a cork cambium we can be taken under or the best examples of secondary meristem. So this is some more information regarding primary meristem as well as secondary meristem. In the next video definitely I will continue this information. So there I will give information regarding meristems based on the position. Why? Because here just I have given information regarding based on the origin. In the next video I will give information regarding based on the position. My dear students, watch this video carefully. If you are getting any doubts, entire information is there in front of you. Try to watch this video by one more time. Definitely you will get the clarity on this video. Take care and be safe at home.